Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Calaroga Shark Media.
A remarkable meeting took place at the Vatican that has captured the attention of millions around the world. Jonathan Roumie, the actor who portrays Jesus Christ in the hit television series The Chosen, had the extraordinary opportunity to meet Pope Leo during the Pontiff's general audience last Wednesday. The historic encounter was documented when Pope Leo shared a photograph on his Instagram account that same day. The image shows Roumie extending his arm to capture a selfie with the Pope, both men beaming with joy in the moment. This meeting represents a unique convergence of faith-based entertainment and the highest levels of Catholic leadership. Pope Leo, who holds the distinction of being the first American pontiff in Catholic Church history, chose not to specifically mention Roumie in his social media post. Instead, he used the opportunity to share an inspiring spiritual message with his global audience. The Pope wrote, "Every time we perform an act of faith addressed to Jesus, we grow in our connection with him, and his grace is bestowed immediately. At times we are unaware of it, but in a secret and real way, his grace reaches us and gradually transforms our life from within." This powerful message was shared in multiple languages, including English, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, French, and German, demonstrating the Pope's commitment to reaching people across cultural and linguistic boundaries. Just days before their meeting, Roumie had expressed his deep anticipation about the possibility of encountering the Pope. During a press conference on Monday, the actor reflected on the significance of their location at the Vatican itself. Roumie stated that being present at the Vatican served as evidence of how divine providence continues to advance the mission of bringing people closer to Jesus Christ. He described the opportunity to meet Pope Leo as extraordinary for numerous reasons. The actor became particularly emotional when discussing Pope Leo's election to the papacy. Roumie admitted that he wept when the Pope was chosen, explaining that he never imagined he would witness an American Pope during his lifetime. The prospect of communicating with the pontiff in their shared native language held special meaning for the actor. Roumie's portrayal of Jesus in The Chosen has become a cultural phenomenon that has touched lives around the globe. The actor has previously spoken about how the show began as what he considered a passion project, initially viewing it simply as an opportunity to share this important story with audiences. The series has far exceeded all expectations, now boasting nearly 300 million viewers worldwide. What started as a project that many believed would have limited reach has transformed into one of the most successful faith-based productions in entertainment history. For Roumie personally, the experience has been transformative. He has described his time portraying Jesus as an opportunity to spend extended periods with a character and person he deeply loves. The role has profoundly impacted his own spiritual journey, inspiring him to strive daily to become the best version of himself. As Pope Leo begins his summer retreat to Castel Gandolfo, starting July 6th, reviving a centuries-old papal tradition, we'll be adjusting our schedule accordingly. Beginning July 3rd, we'll transition to a twice-weekly format. On Thursdays, we'll continue bringing you the latest Pope Leo stories and Vatican news updates, while Sundays will feature our historical storytelling series, exploring fascinating papal tales throughout the centuries. Cardinal Burke recently addressed the Latin Mass UK conference, revealing that he has formally petitioned Pope Leo to eliminate restrictions on the traditional Latin Mass. Speaking to the gathered faithful, Cardinal Burke expressed his hope that Pope Leo will end what he called the persecution of the faithful in the Church who desire to worship God according to the more ancient usage of the Roman Rite. this persecution from within the Church. The Cardinal confirmed he has already communicated these concerns directly to the Holy Father. Burke continued by expressing optimism that the Pope will study this question as soon as reasonably possible and restore the situation to what existed after Summorum Pontificum, potentially even developing further what Pope Benedict XVI had wisely and lovingly established for the Church. Pope Benedict XVI named him Prefect of the Supreme Tribunal of the Apostolic Signatura in 2008 and elevated him to Cardinal in 2010. During Pope Francis's pontificate, Burke's influence diminished significantly. In 2014, he was removed as prefect and appointed patron of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, a position he held until 2023. He became a vocal critic of certain papal initiatives, notably Amoris Laetitia, and joined 3 other cardinals in submitting the 2016 Jubia, seeking clarification on church teaching regarding marriage and the sacraments. The liturgical landscape changed dramatically following the Second Vatican Council. Major reforms culminated in 1969 when Pope Paul VI promulgated the Novus Ordo Missae. This new Mass, celebrated in local languages, largely replaced the traditional Latin Mass. While the older rite was never formally banned, its use became severely restricted, requiring explicit episcopal permission. Pope John Paul II began easing these restrictions in 1984 with Quatuor ab hinc annos, followed by Ecclesia Dei in 1988, which allowed broader use for those attached to the traditional form. The most significant liberalization occurred in 2007 when Pope Benedict XVI issued Summorum Pontificum, affirming that the Tridentine Mass had never been abrogated and allowing any priest to celebrate it privately or publicly without requiring their bishop's permission. This situation reversed in 2021 when Pope Francis issued Traditionis Custodes, revoking Summorum Pontificum and restoring bishops' authority to regulate the Latin Mass. Subsequent Vatican guidance imposed even tighter restrictions, requiring Vatican approval for new Latin Mass communities and frequently prohibiting its celebration in parish churches. While Pope Leo has not formally removed the restrictions imposed by his predecessor, early indicators suggest a more tolerant approach toward the ancient rite.
There's always something brewing behind palace walls, whether it's Prince Harry and Meghan Markle making headlines from afar, or Prince William and Princess Catherine quietly preparing for the future throne. I'm Mark Francis, and on Palace Intrigue, we cover every twist, turn, whisper, and wink. From royal drama to daily gossip, follow Palace Intrigue wherever you get your podcasts.
My name is Marcus Cole. I coordinated operations you'll never read about. January 2018, Tehran. We stole Iran's nuclear secrets from a warehouse in 6 hours. That heist began 7 years of shadow war that ended with Operation Rising Lion and a new podcast from Calaroga Shark Media. My brother died in 2002. I've been carrying his dog tags and calculating impossible decisions ever since, trading lives like variables in an equation. Every operation saves some people by destroying others. I keep a private file of everyone who died because of missions I planned. Their names, their families, their dreams I helped destroy. This is the story of how we prevented nuclear war and what it cost us to become the monsters who saved the world. Operation Rising Lion, the new podcast from Calaroga Shark Media. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
He thought cryptocurrency would set him free. Instead, it made him a target. Alessandro Romano flew to New York for a business meeting with his former partner. What he found was an elaborate trap. A luxury apartment turned torture chamber, where digital dreams become real-world nightmares. For 8 days, he endured unimaginable torture. His captors wanted his Bitcoin passwords. They had police protection. They had done this before. This is the true story of friendship turned to betrayal, innovation turned to exploitation, and one man's fight for survival against a system designed to break him. Crypto Kidnap. Available wherever you get your podcasts.